Joining us now is Maven, and I feel like there should be some like kind of entry music going on, right? So Maven, what entry music would you be having today?
It's funny. The one thing that I did not like from my wrestling career was actually my entrance music. My fans love it.
Okay.
I notoriously hated it. And it's the one thing, if I bring up, it actually upsets the fans.
It does.
It does.
So what song would you want? If you got to pick what you wanted, what would you have like walked into?
Okay, I grew up in the 80s and listening to heavy metal, to a lot of like hair bands, rock, Metallica, AC/DC, stuff like that. In my head as a child, when I was dreaming of being a wrestler, that's the music I was coming out to.
Got it.
And what I came out to just wasn't that. I
You
was
didn't
I
have a
was happy
say.
to have entrance music though.
Okay. Now, what about like your trunks and your outfits and things like
gosh.
that? Did you have a say in any of that?
I didn't have a saying per se, but I did notice my trunks consistently got smaller and smaller. And the more they did, the more I got on air. So I don't know if that was just the WWE and the time I was there.
Right.
Yeah. It's the best way to stay in shape though.
Yes. And
Going
you have a
on-
little bit of a southern drawl. Where are you
Oh,
from?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Originally born in Tennessee, raised in Virginia.
Okay. At what age did you know that this is what you wanted to do? Like, were you wrestling like kids in like 5th grade and 6th grade just for fun?
Absolutely. I had
Okay.
2 older brothers who were notoriously brutal with me and did not take it easy. And my mom always had one rule: just take it outside.
Got it. Don't break anything in my house.
Bingo.
Right.
We were wrestling. We were just physical from an early age. I fell in love with the business
Okay.
at the age of 7 and went to my first show around the age of 8. And to me, wrestlers were always real life superheroes. I knew it's what I wanted to do. I just never dreamed it would become a reality.
And at that point, right around those years are when they also had action figures for wrestlers. Do you remember?
Absolutely.
So which ones did you kind of like collect back then, or which ones did you have?
They had a big action figures. Now they're more like action figures. Back
Right.
then they were big rubber dolls.
Like the Stretch Armstrong?
Exactly.
Did you break one?
Well, I tried,
Okay.
but never was successful at it. But I had all the wrestling figures back then.
You did.
I did.
You did. So when you created your dream into a reality, right? When you got signed, is that how it works? Does someone, like, how do you get on the circuit? How do you get to be part of the big show?
I entered the business different than most.
Okay.
Normally, you would find a wrestling school, toil around on the independents, have someone notice you, and then, like you said, get signed. I came around during the 2000, 2001 reality show boom.
Okay.
WWF had a show called Tough Enough. I was the very first contestant to win the very first Tough Enough. And I got thrust into the spotlight. But I was fortunate because I already had a name, which in wrestling is so difficult to have a name.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
when I got there, I didn't know how to wrestle, but I had the name. So half the battle was done.
You honestly did not know how to do it?
I had no clue. I could follow directions, I could
Right.
listen, and
Right.
I had the world's greatest, the Undertakers, Stone Colds, the Triple H's, the Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't make mistakes because literally the best in the world were guiding me match in and match out.
Speaking of those greats, was there one person in particular that kind of took you under their wing that said, let me teach you the ropes, literally? Like,
Absolutely. There was a guy named Devon Dudley. He's in the Dudley Boys, probably known as one of the just best tag teams of all time. And it's funny because we had a very contentious relationship. When I first got there, he did not like me, wouldn't speak to me. But over time, I won him over. And eventually, I found that I was riding with him. And for about a good 3 years, he taught me the ins and outs night after night. We're still friends to this day.
That's so nice. Now the fans, they've kind of followed your career. In fact, it was really sweet because one of the guests were like, "Hey, I like you. I want to get my picture taken with you." Right? What do you contribute the longevity of that to? Loyalty on behalf of the fans? Like, what is it about that?
It's loyalty and it's just resurgence.
Okay.
I know you are huge in promoting social media, and your guests, social media. And within the last 2 years, I somehow started a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and it happened to blow up.
Wow.
And it's just being back in front of the fans after being away for a while. They still remember who I am. And now, at the age I am, I'm able to tell the stories from my time. And we all know nostalgia, it
Yes.
sells.
It does.
I'm taking advantage of it right now.
Good for you. And you know what? Because sometimes people need that sentimentality to hold on to, right? If there's nothing new going on or nothing joyous to grab onto, why not step back, right? Like I remember interviewing Henry Winkler because I used to love Happy Days, right? And so like I'm in the interview with him and I'm like, I'm talking to the Fonz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, even for my own self, I think I am overly sentimental. I just, but it brings me joy.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm all about the nostalgia.
Absolutely.
You know, and growing up in St. Louis, Midwestern girl, like, you know, it's nice to have those comforts. And I think that's what you're bringing the fans, and for you too. Isn't it nice that you have this like camaraderie with them and everything?
It's so amazing to know that no matter where we're from, our backgrounds, our just what we've seen in life, we have one thing that links us all together, and it's the love for professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about the Fonz?
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw and met The Rock,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I was literally starstruck.
I haven't met him yet. I haven't had him on the show, but eventually maybe. But yeah, he is really impressive, right?
He's one of those people that when he's in a room, you know it.
Yeah.
But most wrestlers are like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
And also, I believe that most wrestlers are very philanthropic. I feel like they're the most generous, kind people that are willing to help out at a nonprofit, things of that nature. I was asking you earlier if you're going to be playing in the Big Daddy Golf Classic, right, for Tumble for Towers.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either. It's always such a special day because people kind of come together, make a difference. You know, you told me though that you're not as good at golf as you are wrestling.
Well, I'm not as good as I used to be.
Oh, okay.
The older I get, the less athletic I am.
Right.
But I've lived in the area for about 15 years now, and I've done a lot of charity work nationwide. I have yet to do something for the city of New York.
Beautiful.
And there's no better charity than Tunnels for Towers. I'm honored to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm honored too. It really matters. I actually happened to be here during 9/11. I was in, this used to be a newsroom. I was physically here. So I've had this studio now, I've been back for about 5 years, and it's never lost on me. That, you know, it's just that day, it's just never lost on my soul. You know, it's embedded forever. What is one of your favorite, I hate to ask this, but I'm going for it. What's your favorite memory? Something,
Of being in the ring?
Yeah.
It was the night in 2005 after our big show, WrestleMania. We were in Los Angeles, and I arrive at the arena that day and find out that I'm going to be doing my own segment with Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Wow.
who is as big as you get. And it was going to be me and my tag team partner and him, and we were going to have the entire Staples Center focused on us. To this, it's still the coolest moment of my career. Just having, and I was
And the thunderous sounds, right?
and I was a bad guy at the time.
Right.
So to have the entire arena boo me, as crazy as it sounds, it's the best feeling in the world.
It's Maven.
We hate this guy.
We hate it.
Yeah. It was truly just being able to be in the ring with someone that I idolized growing up. Yeah.
It's nice to have you here. I'm going to ask you something that I wasn't planning on doing. You could tell me no, but I hope you tell me yes. Would you arm wrestle me?
Absolutely.
Let's go for it.
All right, let's do
All right,
it.
here we go. Ready?
All right.
You
I
got a good
haven't
angle?
lost in days.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I
All
have
right.
not.
Okay,
So,
just watch your elbow.
here
I
we
don't want to
go.
hurt you. All
Here
right,
we go.
ready, guys?
Tell me when.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yes,
Come on, Donna.
yes. Oh, and Donna Drake, the declared winner. Ha!
The champ, the new champ.
And the crowd goes wild.
I felt bad. I shook someone's hand coming in,
Right.
and he said I shook his hand too hard.
Oh,
so
my
I
goodness.
apologize.
So much fun. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, my camera people are all laughing at me right now, but I had the time of my life. And to my brother Michael, I love you, and this interview is for you. I'm Donna Drake, signing off. Maven, Donna Drake.